So, did you know that you can love someone for who they are? You can love someone for what they are, for exactly where they are in life when you meet them. You can love that that person is lazy. You can love that that person is not motivated, doesn't have any ambition in life. You can love that they have a good sense of humor. You can love that they chew so loudly and they snore at night. You can love that they make poor choices with food and money, because that's who they are at that particular point when you meet them. But you can also love something for someone to be. You can love for that person to be more hardworking, to be motivated, to have some goals in life. You can love for that person to chew more quietly. You can love for that person to be more tidy, to take exercise more seriously, to make better choices with food and with money. That's what you love for the person. You love for the person to become something. You love for the person to achieve something. That's what you love for them. And it's different from loving a person and loving something for them. When you love a person, you love them exactly the way they are. You have no desire or no intention to change them. And that's very difficult to do. When you love something for a person, you are setting goals for them to achieve. You are setting expectations for them to meet. When you love something for someone, what you're saying is that I don't love you the way you are. I love you in the way that I think you can be. There's a version of you, a better version of you that I've created in my mind that I think you can be. And it's very important to distinguish the two because we do them quite often. We see them in many relationships. For example, a parent and a child, especially teenagers. So a parent loves something for the teenager to achieve. They would love for their teenager to be academically successful, to take school seriously. And you realize that their life is all about school. And the relationship that they have with the parent is just about grades. Are you working hard? Are you reading? Are you preparing? Are you, because you have to get good grades in high school, then you go to college, and then you do this, and then you're going to have a better life. That's what the parent loves for the child. And it's very important to understand and to recognize that that's what they're doing, because they confuse it with loving the child. Here, the parent has a better version of who the teenager can be for them. And they're forgetting that the teenager may also have their own better version of themselves. So loving something for someone is not loving someone. And you see this in relationships, other relationships as well. Partners, couples, you want your partner to be more open with you, to spend more time with you, to be more outgoing, more adventurous, more spontaneous. All these things. These are expectations you're setting for your partner of the better version that they can be for you, that pleases you, that satisfies you, that fulfills you. And if you go into all the relationships, you'll come back to yourself. And you realize that you do the same thing for yourself. You don't know the difference between loving yourself and loving something for yourself. So you have this version of yourself that you've created in your mind, this version where you're a good listener, you're very hardworking, you have a very strong sense of discipline, you're very spiritual, you're very religious, you're eloquent when you speak, you're helpful, you're kind, all these things. That's a version of yourself that you've created. Those are expectations that you have set on yourself, and you would love to be that person. And so sometimes you put loving yourself on hold, and you put loving something for yourself in front, and you make that a priority. And it makes life very difficult because the thing that you love for yourself is not there with you, is not present, is not now. It's something in the future that you're working towards. And you want to know that so that you can be able to bring in this aspect of just loving yourself the way you are right now, where you are right now.